was a little girl, I'd heard stories of heaven, about colours that existed beyond what any eye has seen or any mind could conceive of. I'd heard of a peace which was palpable, which was everyone's portion. And with each year that I circled the sun, I grew bigger and taller and more resolute that heaven was hidden in the hearts of dream chasers, soul searchers and truth seekers. I danced a sanguine song and found a land before time, on the rainbow reef, far from the familiar, as though it was set aside solely for those seeking answers to life's secrets. A place where you are broken for the better, mended and made whole, lost and then found. Just long enough to create a memory. Memories such as these.
We have got 6 hours to just sit in the crappier parts of an airport. When I say the crappier, like, when I say that I mean like they're not comfortable, they're just like, it's just how it is. It's what travel is about, and that's okay because we're going to go get some food at the airport. I mean at the food court.
Hang on, I'll get it out there.
I'm so happy right now because I really didn't feel like eating rubbish. Thank you very much. So I thought it'd be fun to give you guys travel tips along the way that we're doing so far. Obviously we're going to pick up more as we go, but so far this is one of the time-saving things that we've done. Is courtesy of my dad, my wonderful dad. Between the two of us we had the same idea that we would prepare all of the different destinations that we're going to. So like all the travel tags, I'll show you. So for instance, here we have one of the tags that's pre-prepared, but we've got a whole stack of these all in here for all the different destinations. This should take us up to the next 5 months, and this saves us time at the airport. We just pull out what's printed and slide it in. So it's finally happening after feeling completely delirious. We are about to board that baby right there. I think it's about 2 AM. And this is what happens when my brain is fried from all the editing. Hang on, is that going to focus? There we go. All the editing of photos when my brain is fried. This is for Instagram, by the way. Come and say hi. It's also going on the blog. Links will be in profile. Here you go. 3 down. And one who's alive. Good morning, everybody. Oh, he wants you to come closer. Are you going to come closer? Oh, Bula. Welcome to Fiji, everybody. Oh, very. She's so embarrassed, and I'm dancing right now, and my eldest, I can't even see her. She's probably hiding. Ava, where are we, baby?
The airport.
No, apart from the airport, where are we? Fiji? Yeah. And I learnt my first Fijian word other than Ula, which I already knew. I learnt Vinaka, which is thank you, I think. I hope I said that right. Okay, let's get our bags. How you feeling, babe? Tired. He's not having it yet. Just weighing Lana now because we're getting on a domestic flight. And it's a little aircraft, so you've got to be, even the person's got to be weighed. Thank you very much. In the corner, yeah. This plane, this little plane. Oh my gosh, thank you. We are going on a tiny, tiny, tiny plane. Check it out. Scaling, we can't even stand up straight. Like we're like going ride's here to pick us up. It's one heck of an adventure. Okay, you go in, girls. Okay, it seats 3, but not today. There's 4 of us going in the back. I don't think I'm not sure about this, but you know what? It is an adventure.
Alright, listen.
We've made it 1 stop away from our resort. It's been a huge, huge journey to get here. Massive journey to get here. What an adventure. Hold on to your everythings. Phil! What on earth does that mean? Happy? Oh, we're arriving! Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, I am gonna cry. It's the best ever. Oh, I love it. Hey, hey. Woohoo. Oh wow! We're about to have an experience, a traditional Fijian
welcome ceremony.
There you go, welcome ceremony.
It's non-alcoholic.
We've arrived, we've settled in, unpacked, and on our way to lunch, which is just an amazing experience in itself. So this part of the trip is actually, we are classifying this as a holiday. Andrew's worked all 10 months without any annual leave at all, and the girls have done school for 3 full terms and haven't had any break other than like your standard stuff that the kids have at school. And so this is our family holiday that we've integrated into the big adventure that we're doing into the Gap here. We've got a couple of places where we're doing it in holiday mode, but not many. Like I said before, the whole trip's not about a holiday, it's about an experience of togetherness and learning and opening the world in the way that travel does, the way that's unique to travel. So when we get to Japan, for instance, next month, and we're there for 5 weeks, that's very much cultural based and learning based and that kind of thing. But for the time being, for the next 10 days that we're in Fiji, it is a family holiday and we're making the most of it. Check out this place. Let's go on into lunch. So with meals you can order, it's basically well not basically, you can order the food package, which we did, which takes care of all your meals for the entire time that you're here for everyone. This is a remote island, there's nothing around, there's no shopping centres, there's no food, so you kind of have to do that, or you can go a la carte, but we thought this is fun, it's a family holiday. Oh yum.
So why do I worry about what I can see? I've been stressing about money for my rent, but the money that I spend.
We've only been in Fiji for, I think, maybe about 10 hours. So give me one word to describe your first impression or how you feel about Fiji. Just one word. Or maybe it can be 2.
Best ever.
It's 5:30 in the afternoon. Dusk is falling. I've just finished writing a blog post. I'll link my blog below. You guys should read it. It's just a really... it's more philosophical. There's definitely travel guides and there's, you know, a photographic sort of journaling of places we go to, and it'll help you with your travel plans and all that kind of stuff. It'll give you inspiration, but it's also my resource that I use to sort of just a cathartic process of journaling deeper thoughts, more philosophical thoughts on what travel does, because travel is... Sorry, I'm feeling really emotional because I've just finished a blog post that was actually quite... It was about how my heart is full, and it was about how I don't deserve to be here, and how this is what travel does to me. See, I'm a mess. I cry all the time, by the way. I cry whenever I'm really happy, and I cry out of gratitude, and even back home in Australia, like if I walk along my main street and the sun's setting, I'll usually start crying because I see beauty everywhere. I've always been like that, or more so when I became a mum, I must admit. Probably, I don't know, take more time. Anyway, I'm rambling, but I've written this blog post and it's kind of left me, well, I wrote the blog post because I was feeling this way, but when I write, everything comes to the surface more, and so it's all feeling a little bit fragile. But my blog is www.lostandfoundtraveller.com. There's loads of different things on there, and as this journey unfolds, you know, we've got 10 months of travel. As the journey unfolds, there's going to be so much more content and material and to use as a resource for you guys. So go and check it out, come and say hi. Got Instagram as well. I'm probably going to say that in so many vlogs. And all of those mediums are used as different ways of storytelling. So Instagram is very, you know, editorial, beautiful pictures in beautiful locations of where we go. YouTube is the raw and the real and the candid behind the scenes stuff that happen, and my blog post is a resource of inspiration and information, as well as the journaling that I do. Hope that wasn't too long-winded. I know that was quite a mouthful, but my family's sleeping right now. I'm standing on the balcony of my villa. That water that you see behind me is less than 300 meters away. The air is warm, but like you can feel the drop in temperature coming through as dusk is beginning. There's nothing here. This is off the grid. It was so hard to get here, and it was worth it. I wrote this line in my blog post that just said this place is medicinal and baptismal at the same time, and I feel whole and I feel broken and I feel in everything, because creation does that, you know, and I'm so privileged to be here. My family's sleeping. We all needed it. You're probably thinking I'm crying because I'm tired. I'm not. I do this all the time. Cry because I'm happy. And so there's nothing here but nature, and you realize it sounds really bad to say it's all you need, because it's not. Like, I realize that's so far from reality. We need to eat, we need to do all that kind of stuff. But if you don't make room for this, then there's something missing. That's what I'm trying to say. And it doesn't have to be at the level that we're choosing to do it. We're kind of doing like bucket list stuff. We sold our home, right? So anyway, we're doing like bucket list stuff, but it doesn't have to be at that level. It just needs to be an opportunity where you allow yourself long enough to unravel from how life winds you up in this tight coil. We don't even know that we are. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. I have rambled, I have totally rambled. I'm gonna go, I might get cleaned up. They've lit these gorgeous torches along here, apparently that happens every night. They've prepared dinner for us. I will see you in the morning. Tomorrow I'm gonna try and get up for sunrise, because I want to be out here again. I want to be on this balcony, and I want to watch the daybreak. I want to watch the daybreak, and I'll see you in the morning. We have a visitor. Oh no, he looks like he's going to jump off the table. Hot water. The vlogging camera seems to be working, even though I jumped back and hit the cabinet, and yeah, was scared of this gecko. I don't know where he's gone now though, but they jump really quite far and they run quite quickly.
Just on our way to breakfast now, and I'm looking forward to eating pancakes.
Yay!
There's a percentage of people that die from falling coconuts a year.
Exactly. I don't know if anyone heard you though. Do you want to say a bit louder?
Yeah.
Bulla! Bulla! Do you want to say it again, Paige?
There's actually a percentage of deaths from people of dying. That made no sense.
Try again.
A percentage from percentage of deaths of people dying from falling coconuts.
Yeah, that's an actual real thing. She told us when we got here that she's like, no, it's a real thing. I have to stick to the past, because there's people that die from each year from coconuts that fall on their head. We do not want to be those people, so we shall stick to the past. but it makes for an even more authentic experience. The fact that our resort is built literally on a coconut plantation, and that is our life. Kind of special.
We are walking on coral.
Are we? Is this coral?
Yep.
Good observation, Ava.
That is so bad.
I didn't even think about what I was walking on. I love that you think like that. She's right. She's like, do you realize that we are walking on coral? See, guys?
It's gotta be okay.
Oh yeah, morning fruit platters. Do you know what you look like?
No.
I think you look like a mix between a mermaid and a, what are those creatures, the snorks?
Lights with us tonight, night. Don't let them go to waste. Look into my eyes. It's gonna be right. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot.
Hola!
Bola!
My name is Pedeli. It's hard to pronounce my name, so easy call me back.
Call him Pex. So Pex is going to climb the tree for us, and we are going to be drinking coconuts very soon. So cool.
That's all we
Oh, look at his feet.
One moment, one shot.
Oh, Vinaka. Do I just like
Yes.
drink it?
Yep.
Cheers! Cheers! Vinaka, good girl.
You're keeping me on.
Okay, Miss Ava, one word. How do you feel right now? And how has your day been? One word. You can think about it if you need to. Groovy! How you feel? How the day's been? One word right now for the vibe of the day for you.
For the vibe,
Yeah, the vibe, how it makes you feel.
there's a giant bath out there with fish in it.
So we're about to go on this little boat here to a hidden beach for snorkeling and a picnic. Goodness, would you look at this? Would you look at this? We've just arrived at Hidden Beach and it is amazing. Like, it's just this little secluded piece of sand, a little bit rocky, beautiful bit of land. So cute. I'm in another 2.5 hours. It's just us here, endless blue, open skies, the tide going out, and a hidden beach. Hello. This is an important story, particularly if you're sort of new and coming on board. So just while I'm at it, because I'm mentioning Instagram stories, go and check it out. I'll leave a link below in the description box. I'll also tag it. It should be appearing somewhere up here or down here on the screen right about now. It's at Lost and Found Traveller. We also have a family account, which is Lost and Found Travellers. I'll leave them both there. But back to what I was saying. So I'm going to flip this camera around and show you guys a couple of things. You've seen these guys. They're my family, my tribe. They're the people that keep me chasing goals and chasing dreams, chasing life, grabbing it for all it's worth. You guys know me, you've met me before. You haven't really met them, you guys are getting to know them now. I'm also getting to know them even better. We've always been a close family. That was something that I intentionally decided when I was 24 years old and had my eldest one, Paige. We had her, she was planned, she was wanted, very wanted, and so were all of them. And I always said that I wanted a really close family, and the things that I find, for me at least, the things that we say in life never happen unless we actually make a concerted effort to make those things happen. You know, some dreams and visions need measurable goals, or they need to be, you need to hold yourself accountable to the things that you say you want or are going to do by listing them. And having a close family is no different. I intentionally listed the things that I think make a close family, and I listed them more as an act of putting that, you know, there's power in putting pen to paper. There's also power in speaking out words, and because it gives it life. Like the minute you speak something out into the open, you can't take it back, and there's a power in that. Probably one of the reasons I love words, just on a side note. And you know, they have the power to build or the power to destroy. And anyway, I'm digressing. Back to what I was saying. I put pen to paper about the kind of family that I wanted to have, and I wanted a close family. And so I asked myself, well, what does a close family look like? And I listed a whole heap of things that we wanted to do, like traditions, and by having traditions we'd give ourselves something one day as the years go by, when we reflect and look back and go, oh, I remember that and remember that. So we've had things like Friday night movie nights ever since the kids were really little. They've been great bonding activities, they've been great entertainment. They've also been a great opportunity as the kids have gotten older to watch things with them that they may watch with their friends. And by watching them with them, it's like a safe environment to talk about some complex ideas. For example, The Book Thief. It's set in World War II, I think. Yes, The Book Thief is set in World War II. Our youngest was 8 when she watched that, or maybe 7. She may have been 7. It's got themes like death, but it's told in a beautiful way with meaningful narration and just very, very subtly done. But by watching it with her, we were able, or as a whole family, not only were we having entertainment and a family bonding experience, we were also able to, in a safe environment, talk about some of these more complex ideas that happen in life. So there were things like that, sorry I'm getting off track, but there were things like that we've done deliberately, where we're like, okay, let's have family movie night. We have a certain way that we celebrate our birthdays by choice, to make a huge deal of that person on that day. Kind of ends up being a whole weekend. That just, you know, ended up being the way. That was never the plan. But by making a massive big deal about somebody's birthday, for us, we wanted to say, hey, your life matters, and we're stopping everything else on this day, and the focus is you, because you live and you were born, and that is a huge thing. You know, what a miracle. So we do things like that with birthdays. Christmas is another one, but that's a joint family thing. And then there've been a whole heap of other things around, like discipline and, you know, a whole heap of things. But my point is, we listed out very intentionally what we, and like, this is certainly not saying other people should do it. This is not that at all. This is just what we've done, and this is just a bit more of an introduction about us as a family. You guys do what you want to do. Every family to their own, okay? Just to make that really, really clear. But these are some of the things that we've wanted to do, and we don't have the answers to half the things. We have all the other problems that everyone else has, like, you know, teenage angst and, you know, pushing of boundaries and all that kind of stuff, and grappling sometimes for husband and wife time and quality time. We are a normal family. But what I recognised was how short life is and how fragile it is. I lost a sister when she was 15 and I was 20, and she was in a road accident, and then a couple of years later, when I was 25 and my eldest daughter, Paige, was 2.5 at the time, I was told I had cancer. And so I was explaining before on Insta stories that when you're faced with your own mortality at such a young age, so, you know, my sister at 15 and then me at 25 being told I had cancer. I didn't, by the way. Doctors got it wrong. Thank God for that. But when you are faced with something so confronting, it makes you process the world around you differently. It changes what you value. Your worldview is completely different, and you grab life. Well, I have chosen to grab life for all it's worth. I want it to the full, and that means trying things that scare me. This trip is about, it's recognizing that fear holds us back in so many ways. Scared to do things, you know, like scared of things that we don't understand, or cultures that we don't really know much about and we stereotype. I'm scared of animals. I'm about to go snorkeling in a minute. Second time ever doing snorkeling, because I'm scared of fish, and I'm scared of like the ocean, because I I can swim fine, but I'm not the best swimmer. So I've got so many other hang-ups, and I don't want my kids to have that. And so this is about learning, it's about togetherness, it's about appreciating life. It's about a lot of things that you won't actually see on the camera unless I pick it up to grab it. And I try not to do that too much because I want to spend time with them. But I also want to document the journey. And this has been such a long ramble, so I apologize about that. With that being said, I am going to join them now. I will not pick up this camera for at least the next 90 minutes, maybe even 2 hours. Maybe when we have lunch, I'll pick it up again and document that. Oh yeah. This is going to end up on YouTube. Oh.